Hi, I'm Jack.
I'm Steven. Liz is on the DL this week, so we got Jack filling in. We got a jam-packed show for you, so let's get it started with some quick hitters.
The Cleveland Browns surprised everyone by not benching Brian Hoyer and going with the fan favorite Johnny Manziel in their matchup against the Colts this past weekend. After Hoyer missed a wide-open receiver, Johnny Football could be seen mouthing, "I'd f***ing hit him." Really, Johnny? Don't you mean you would have had your bodyguard hit him?
Major League Baseball got a little more progressive as umpire Dale Scott felt it was safe to come out as the first openly gay umpire. The revelation was made public when a picture of him and his husband of 30 years was published in a magazine article. It would seem he's just like any other umpire, eager to return to his spot on the diamond, tucked in close behind the catcher, holding on to the pitcher's balls.
Rumors have been circulating regarding 49ers coach Jim Harbaugh and a potential trade this offseason. Multiple teams have expressed interest in the Mercurial coach, and there have been hints of a possible return to the college ranks to coach his alma mater, Michigan. Experts say any new contract that Jim Harbaugh signs will undoubtedly carry a no mom pants clause.
Tiger Woods didn't advance in his comeback as he tied for last place in the Hero World Challenge in Windermere, Florida this past weekend. During the first round, he began suffering from severe flu-like symptoms, but carried on like a brave little soldier, despite stopping every other hole to blow chunks. He started the tourney 7 over, but ended it minus 2 gallons.
That's not a good round.
No.
In college coaching news, Florida hired a new coach, Jim McElwain, to lead the Gators next season. McElwain was quick to declare he can win at Florida with his dog playing quarterback. Unfortunately for McElwain, his dog, a 2-time All-American Golden Receiver, has already signed a letter of intent to play at the University of Georgia in the fall.
Rough.
They are the Bulldogs.
You probably already heard Burger King has brought back the Yumbo, arguably the most popular sandwich from the 1970s. This is BK's attempt to turn fast food on its ear. The sandwich consists of bread, mayo, lettuce, ham, and cheese.
But wait, isn't that just a ham sandwich?
What if I told you it was hot?
I guess I'd call that just a hot...
You call it a Yumbo.
Okay, yeah, we have a great show for you tonight. Jimmy interviews Austin comedian and host of Weird True Hollywood Tales, Leanda Lester, and Steven talks to a sports agent that only represents coaches.
We'll have our local fix crew bowl predictions, Justin Simmons with his This Just In segment, and Jack will interview one of Santa's little helpers.
We have a great show for you tonight. We'll see you at the desk.
Hey everybody, welcome to This Just In. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, a Happy Boxing Day, and a happy whatever else it is that you may celebrate. I just hope that you get the day off to do so. For those that are celebrating the holidays by exchanging gifts, I hope you get something that you really, really want. While there's some youngster out there who probably wants their 2 front teeth for Christmas, all I really want for Christmas is the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. Well, that and a new tablet and more Twitter followers and Instagram followers. That'd be awesome too. But back to the Cowboys. It's been amazing what just 1 week in the National Football League can make. And after getting shellacked by the Philadelphia Eagles on Thanksgiving Day, the Cowboys have come back the following Thursday night and trounced the Chicago Bears on the road. And as for Philly, well, they broke out the all-black uniforms and still got a total beatdown from the Seattle Seahawks. With both the Eagles and the Cowboys tied at top of the NFC East, this Sunday night's game has more high drama than that rerun of Melrose Place that you have wanted to watch. It is no lie that the Dallas Cowboys have had problems winning in December, but this is one of the first seasons where I do not dread the offense having to make a game-winning drive late in the contest. As for the Eagles game itself, well, Tony Romo looks much healthier than he did in their last meeting, and that could make all the difference. If the Cowboys somehow go into Philly and manage to get the win, I can definitely see them making the playoffs. I guess I should be thankful that they will finish better than 8-8 this season. We have more comedic gifts to unwrap here on the Local Fix coming up next.
Let me make your hero. Would you eat if I asked you to eat? I can get you more sauce from the back with French fry or no French fry. We have free baklava tonight. I will make your hero, baby. I will carve your meat today. I will smother it with onions. Smell your breath from miles away. I will make your hero, baby. Crumble up your feta cheese. I will heat up your pita. Let me show you how to say.
It's gyro, ain't it?
No, hero.
Gyro?
No. Listen to me. Hero.
Gyro.
Hero.
Welcome back. As everyone knows, the holidays are fast approaching, and some have even reported hearing sleigh bells ringing.
That's right, Stephen. Christmas is upon us, and Santa is getting ready to make his big annual trip to deliver Christmas cheer to all the good boys and girls, and coal for, well, you know who. What many people don't know is that Santa also takes care of NFL players. You know this has got to be a monumental task, keeping up the naughty and nice list, and nearly impossible to do it by himself. Well, that's why sports commissioners teamed with the Jolly Fat Man and started a task force called SNOW, S-N-O-W, Santa's Naughty Observation Watch. His team of behavior analysts faithfully watch the behind the scenes of all professional ball players. Here to talk about the role of the SNOW is Elf on the Shelf, Buddy. Buddy, how are you?
Thanks, Jack, for having me. It's great to have the opportunity to talk about this new program. Santa is really excited about working with the NFL, and he thinks this non-program is really going to work.
So tell me about this new program that Santa has implemented to keep these multi-million-dollar football players in line.
Well, there's no need to reinvent the wheel, Jack. As you know, I'm an elf on the shelf. The program has shown to be successful with the boys and girls, so we just started a whole new program to work with the NFL players. It just takes a little more specialized training.
Well, there's no doubt this program is needed with all the headlines. But tell me more about this specialized training.
The elves working on this project are like the Navy SEALs of the Elf on the Shelves. They put us through rigorous 16-week training course. We cover it all.
I guess you could say you're going commando?
Well, actually, oh, I see what you're doing there. That's a no underwear joke. Don't with me, big man. I've had a long day, and I got a list, you know.
Take it easy. Look, I don't have no quarrels. So tell us, why is this training necessary?
These are man-child millionaires with the self-control of an 8-year-old. I've seen grown men act like absolute babies. I've seen one quarterback throw fits.
That doesn't sound so bad. Everyone throws a fit.
No, sir, he threw Fitz, his butler, into a shark tank. You have no idea what I see. I once saw an offensive lineman eat 4 boxes of Lucky Charms and chased it with a live rat and Goldschlager. You don't get it. You're just a regular-sized person. You have no clue. Anybody got a light?
So, what kind of training? What do you learn in Elf Week?
The first thing, you must be able to work through a contact high. This is a given. Next, you must learn to sit very still, whether it's on top of an elevator camera, a hot tub, or in a panic room. An elf must not move.
That sounds rigorous. Any other work hazards to teach us regular sizers?
Well, every night, an elf's job is to turn the safety on all the loaded guns in the house. And there's a lot of them. If there's ever a civil war, I'm going with Team NFL. You hear me? Work hazards. Where do I begin? Do you know what glitter does to a retina my size? Strippers are the bane of my existence with their glitter and that smell. Elves have an acute sense of smell. We can't inhale that much sweet stank.
Whoa. So, are there any upsides to this job?
I was at a club last night getting bottle service. That's the only time I can interact with them because they get so high to the point they think I'm real, which is kind of cool. But look, I can't complain. At least I'm not a fairy. Now those freaks have got it hard.
Well, look, that's a story for another time. Thanks, buddy. Hey, can you tell us who at the local fix is on the naughty or nice list?
Now, Jack, if I tell you, I'd have to cut you with a box cutter and shove you in a trunk. Or you can buy me a carton of cigs and I'll put in a good word for you with the big man.
Why don't you let me think about it? Buddy the Elf, everybody. Thanks, buddy. Be safe out there.
More local fix coming right up.
Hey y'all, welcome back to This Just In. First off, before we begin talking about the 2014 Texas UIL State Football Championships, a quick shout out to the Lady Horns out of Tiny Schulenburg High School. They won their school's first ever 2A Texas UIL State Volleyball Championship. And you can read more about them on our blog at thelocalfixaustin.com. Well, it is December, and if your high school team is still playing football, well, they must be pretty damn good. We are 2 games away from the state title games, and this week brings us to the state semifinals. And like I've said throughout the duration of our second season, the Central Texas area is home to some of the best teams in the state. In fact, from 25-5A alone, aka the toughest district in Texas, Vandergrift and Cedar Park both advanced. Vandy will take on Temple in what should be a shootout, while Cedar Park plays against Crosby. Liberty Hill will be taking on Navasota High School in Class 4A. Navasota is actually known as being the current home of Walker, Texas Ranger. And now 3A, the Yeomen of Cameron Yo. Yes, that's what they're really called. Will play against Edna High School, where Stone Cold Steve Austin actually played his high school football. And also in 3A, Blanco will be playing against Newnan High School. Newnan's claim to fame? Well, they're the 2005 Class 2A football state champions, and in 2011 they were declared academically unacceptable by the Texas Education Agency. So they had that going for them. Last but not least, the team that shut down the Vontae Refugio aerial attack, the Mason Punchers, look poised to win their first state title since 2011. At this point in the playoffs, every game has the makings of an instant classic. It is hard just to choose one game to go to, but if you're a fanatic like me, you should try to go for the twofer. Start off your 2-game swing by getting a chance to see some winning football at DKAR, Texas Memorial Stadium, for once this year. Crosby will be hoping to shut down playmaker Thomas Hutchins and survive the Black Rain defense of Cedar Park on Friday night. On Saturday night, take a trip down I-35 and you should be treated to a bombardment of points between Temple and Vandergrift at the Alamo Dome. It will be Baylor commit Chad President leading Temple against Vandy's dynamic duel of quarterback Jamie Hudson and running back Travis Brannon. They should easily combine for well over 100 total points. As always, best of luck to all of our area teams. More stocking stuff with Cole coming up on the Local Fix.
Big upset for you. TCU is going to lose. They're deflated because they didn't get into the bowl championship series, and they're going to lose to Ole Miss.
I don't even know who's playing in these things.
Everybody else sucking and Alabama winning the national championship.
I don't have time to watch a bowl game.
Notre Dame is going to beat LSU.
The Oregon Ducks are going to lose.
Suck it, LSU.
I'll give you another upset. Alabama is finished.
Ohio State takes out Alabama. For real.
Toledo Rockets upset whoever the they're playing.
Hey, the Longhorns are going to beat whoever the hell they're playing because it's Christmas. You're welcome.
Worst bowl name. I'm going to have to go with the Duck Commander Bowl.
Bitcoin St. Petersburg Bowl. Because who values the Bitcoin?
The Quick Lane Bowl, because it reminds me of my sex life.
Tax Slayer Bowl, because everybody wants to get just slayed by their taxes.
The college football playoff was a pretty crappy idea to begin with. It's a pretty crappy in execution.
The Foster Kids Bowl. What? Foster Farms Bowl.
Belk Bowl? What? What is that? What is that? What is it? What is it? You don't know.
All right, welcome to the Local Fixture. I'm your host, Jimmy Preston, and I am joined by the lovely and talented Leanda Lester. How are you, Leanda?
I'm good, Jimmy. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's been hard to track you down. You've been a busy woman.
I have. You know, they say Detroit hustles harder, so hey.
You take the woman out of Detroit, can't take the Detroit out of the woman. Is that what you're saying?
You can't take the hustle out. You can take the Detroit out, because I ain't trying to go to jail.
You've been grinding in the entertainment industry for more than 20 years now.
Yeah, probably longer than that.
And then here in Austin for 11 years. And has it all been stand-up here in Austin?
No, the first few years when I moved here, I was still publishing a magazine. I was publishing 2 magazines. One was called Austin After Dark, and the other was Virtual Politics. And so that's how, I came here, was to do this magazine. It was sweet. It used to come on a CD, like a little tiny CD, and it was about all the stuff to do in Austin after dark. Because I was like, well, this is before all these apps and stuff came out. And yeah, that's what I did for the first few years. But nobody knew me. Excuse me. So I was just like, well, dang, I got to do something so somebody will be able to find me on Google. And then I decided to try stand-up for a couple of months. I was like, I'll see what happens with that. And then, maybe people would be like, oh, you kind of funny. Do you do something else? And then I could just hit them with the magazine like, bam, look here. Like Funky Finger Productions, remember that?
Right.
And then stand-up took off like 6 months after starting. I won my first comedy competition. Kick butt, I'm the reigning kick butt competition champion. I won $500 worth of prizes, so it's a pretty legit contest. It was the only contest they had.
Oh, really? Is it Kick Butt?
Kick Butt Coffee.
Coffee? Is that with Lane?
No, this was before all them kids showed up.
Okay.
This was like 2008, 2009. Like Kick Butt hadn't even been open a year.
Okay.
And they did this contest, and I won. Like all kinds of sweet ass prizes. It was great.
So what did that give you? I mean, not overnight notoriety, but mainly confidence to.
I quit. After that, I was like, hey, I have hit the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? I made it. I won the Kick Butt Championship. What else there needs to be done? And I went back to doing marketing and publishing. And a friend of mine, she contacted me and was like, there's this funniest person in Austin contest. You should think about trying that. And I did it. This was like 2009. I signed up. I was the last person. I signed up the last day of the contest. I was the last person of the night. And then I advanced to the semifinals my first year. So, you know, and nobody knew who I was. It was all like, who the hell is Leanda Lester? Oh, honey, they was talking online and everything.
So how do you tackle joke writing? I mean, what part of your everyday life gets written down in the notebook?
Not a lot. Usually my jokes come from my personal adventures. So I like to do just these really just off the wall, strange things just to see what it would be like and what kind of experience I would have. Like going to alien meetings, you know, with people who say they've been abducted by aliens. Ain't nobody really gonna do that in their everyday life.
Right.
But I was like, yo, this would make for a good joke. I should just go. I mean, not that I'm making fun of the alien people. I believe y'all. But, you know, that shit is still funny.
Because they are listening.
Right.
Yeah.
They listening right now. Sorry.
Christmas is right around the corner.
Yes.
What's Christmas like in the Lester household?
We don't go all out for Christmas. We celebrate when our income tax come in.
Okay, so in April.
Nah, mama be on that shit,
early.
and like whenever the mailman show up, that's when I'm on it.
Okay, I turned my taxes in April 15th, so.
No, man, as soon as it come, it's like I'm on the computer at taxact.com, logging in, like, hello.
Now, you got a son.
Yes.
What kind of lies do you tell your son during the holidays?
I don't tell my son lies. I keep it real.
Yeah.
I don't believe, I mean, I know some people like, you don't tell him about Santa Claus. No, I don't tell my son about Santa Claus. He needs to understand mama and daddy is out here working hard to give this to you, not some random white dude in a suit. This is us.
I can appreciate that. And I don't have any kids, so I can't say whether I would or wouldn't lie to them. If I was a betting man, which I am, I'd say I probably will lie to them if I have. So.
I won't judge you, Jimmy
Yeah,
Preston.
I appreciate that. Sports, do you care?
I'm ride or die Detroit.
Okay.
You know, Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers, even the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, the Tigers didn't do too bad this year.
No, I still have their T-shirts. Like when I wear their T-shirts, whether they win it or not. But yeah, I keep up. My granddad is a big fan, so he keeps me posted on all the games.
Yeah, and then at least, you know, even though you're in Texas, at least you'll always get the Lions on TV for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So you've got that going for you.
Yes.
They can find you at Weird True Hollywood Tales.
Yeah, Weird True Tales. Can I tell the website?
Yes.
WeirdTrueTales.com.
WeirdTrueTales.com, and that's on January 17th.
Yes.
And you are also going to be teaching some free comedy classes.
Yes, I'm going to be teaching a free comedy workshop.
And this is going to be the only one that's free. It's going to fill up, and
I hope so. I hope people that, you know, because we've got an exploding comedy scene.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I've just noticed some behaviors from some of the new people. And I was like, you know, well, maybe these people just don't know. So the workshop I'm doing is basically kind of like before you get to the mic, you know, what makes a person want to be a comic, and, you know, hey, these are some etiquette you should probably follow if you would like to be a part of the community and not be ostracized.
Leanda Lester, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Jimmy.
We'll see you real
It was
soon.
good to see you.
Welcome to the International Sports Review. In keeping with the holiday spirit, I wanted to talk about one of the most important games of soccer in world history to take place. Well, the games took place between two countries, but not in the way that you may think. So you can ready the clock if you must, Doug, but I've been really good this year, and even you surely cannot be a Scrooge McDuck with Christmas coming around the corner. This year marks the 100th year anniversary of the Christmas Truce. And as we all know, World War I was a pretty brutal encounter. And despite the bloodshed in the weeks leading up to the Christmas holidays, German and British soldiers crossed trenches to exchange food, souvenirs, and greetings that did not involve firing bullets at one another. However, one of the most enduring images from these unofficial truces came from opposing sides playing games of soccer. The moments were symbolic as it showed peace and humanity amidst one of the most violent affairs in human history. So this holiday season, I urge you to take a little time away from all that commercialism and just be cool to your fellow human. It's the season, of course. More Santa jokes coming up next on The Local Fix.
Funniest mascot matchup is the Florida Gators versus somebody Pirates. I think that's funny because Hook was just on TV and it was a live production, and there's like a clock and an alligator and a pirate. And topical.
You got to go Panthers versus Cougars. Cougar wins every time.
The Blue Devils are playing the Sun Devils. I'll take the blue.
Rice owls. I mean, owls that only eat rice? Who does that? I mean, who does that?
The midshipmen taking on the Aztecs because it's just like we conquered the real world all over again.
The Mississippi State Bulldogs against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Crimson Tide. I f***ing hate the Crimson Tide. It's a color, it's not a f***ing mascot.
Because I just think it'd be cool. You see a bulldog run down the street and it's got a bunch of yellow jackets and it's stinging him in his face and he's biting him.
It's supposed to be some clover that blows in the wind, I don't know, and then there's this irrelevant elephant.
And there's like swollen up eyes and blood, and I think that's really sexy. So I hope that you like that.
And who's going to win it all? Oregon. Too many points, too much defense, nice uniforms.
As much as I don't want to admit this, I think Alabama's going to win it again. Again.
Alabama's going to win.
Again. Welcome back. A lot of coaching changes out there this year, Stephen.
Well, it is the holiday season, and you know what that means. College football coaches are being fired. Already we've seen quite a few. Nebraska fired Bo Pelini, Michigan fired Brady Hoke, and Florida fired Will Muschamp. This time next year, Texas will probably be firing Charlie Strong, and that's exactly the point. These poor coaches at these big-name schools never get a fair shake. Sure, they get a huge multi-million-dollar contract, double frequent flyer miles, and a rotating door of prostitutes willing to wet their beaks, but all good things must come to an end. And in the case of college football coaches, the end usually comes before the mailman learns their name. Everyone is always looking for the next big thing. But today, if you don't bust out in year one, you may as well pack your bags and pull out the duct tape. So what can these coaches do to protect themselves from their inevitable demise? They can hire an agent. So here to talk to us about the life of an agent and what it's like to protect these coaches is super agent Maury Wolfenstein. Thanks, Maury, for joining us.
Thank you, Stephen. That was an incredible introduction. I love your haircut. Is that natural? Highlights? Listen, a gentleman never answers, and I don't care. Let's talk coaches. Okay. Bo Pelini. That guy's a homunculus with a hair lip and a hatred of any word with more than 4 letters. Brady Hoke. His most marketable skill is the ability to fit an entire bag of Skittles in his mouth at any given time. Do you think anyone's going to hire these walking nosebleeds without me around to massage a little short and curlies? Forget about it, forgot about it. It's getting hot in here. Let's keep it moving. Steven, what you got?
All right, so how do you go about selling these cast-offs to these other teams? How do you convince these programs to hire these damaged goods?
Excellent question, Steven. My God, you have glorious eyes. Can I touch your face? Huh? Inappropriate. We talked about this before the show, and I apologize, but I don't really mean it. All right, how do I go about selling these schmucks to other schmucks? 2 words. Come on.
Come on, that's it? So you're telling me that your greatest selling point is telling them to come on?
That's it. We got a real hot one over here turning up the heat in the skillet. This guy put me through the ringer. If there's one thing this guy loves, it's rings. I've been married 5 times, never got a prenup. I'm in destitute. Steven, how much are they paying you at this Dog and Pony Show?
Well, actually, we're not allowed to discuss our contracts. Sorry to say.
Sign with me. Big money.
No, I really can't do it. Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, sure. Why not?
That's what I'll tell you. Huh? Weaseling away in there. All right. Got a great gig for you.
Okay.
I'm going to be reading the announcement of my great aunt's retirement home. You start tomorrow, 5 a.m. Do you like Jell-O? Of course you like Jell-O. Everyone likes Jell-O. Get out of town.
I like Jell-O.
There's always room for Jell-O. Thanks for joining us, Maury. I appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
What's the Yumbo line again? It's called a Yumbo? You'd call it a Yumbo.
It's in the.
I don't know what the it is, by the way.
Dan, it's the boss man. Scram! Ow.
You are?
Yes.
Would have been better if I was there to catch you.
No, it wouldn't have.
That's right, Stephen. Christmas is upon us, and Santa is getting ready.
Okay, hold on. What was that? It.
Ah!
He's got headphones on. You're gonna blow his eardrum.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Dave, are you all right?
You want an upset? An upset would be the North Pole Tigers. Why did I say Tigers? No, I don't know how to talk.
We just ruined your world.
No, it's not. Half of our viewers can't speak English.
Look at the camera. Is she in focus?
I can't say.
She loves dads. Damn it, she loves a daddy. Who the is playing? I don't even know.
Alabama, roll tide. I was gonna do a hand signal, but we don't have one.
Mascots.
Thanks again, y'all, for watching The Local Fix. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Santa. Gotta tell you something.
No.